tomorrow instead of today. Also, there's going to be no general student council meeting on Friday. It's going to be D-Day instead. It's going to be super, super short. We're just going to be passing out flyers for Fall Fair and checking in with your booths.
There's a film club meeting tomorrow that I'm not going to be at, but I'll be there for the first 5 minutes, and we're going to be talking about what we're going to watch next. So if you don't want to watch like Thomas the Tank Engine 2 or like Barbie's Princess Adventures, then you should come and suggest a movie. We're also going to be talking about The Prestige, which we watched on Friday, and if you didn't watch it, then it's too bad. So come tomorrow at lunch.
Yeah, and also Yearbook had a meeting this morning. We also have a meeting tomorrow and Friday morning. Also Monday morning is ABC D-Day mornings. You only have to come twice a cycle. It's not too late to join, so if you're interested, just come to the meetings. Yeah.
Morning. Two things. First, just a word to the wise, and that's a warning about getting caught up in any hysteria associated with the rumor mill. Let me tell you about specifically what I have in mind. As most of you know, especially ninth graders, we started the school year with a larger ninth grade class than usual, and a couple of people in that ninth grade class aren't with us anymore. And these things happen, but there's suddenly this set of rumors. So I want to try to dispel those. No one has been imprisoned. No one is in drug rehab. No one has been kidnapped by terrorists. The wildest rumor I heard this morning from a parent involved our friend Noah Schill. Noah was an 8th grader last year at York, was a 9th grader this year, and I heard the most bizarre thing about Noah from a parent, and I was told, but I understand why you're keeping it a secret. Not true. Noah Schill's father got a job teaching at Oxford University in England, and they're going to live in the United Kingdom for a year. Noah's coming back as a 10th grader. It's not a secret. It's not a scandal.
It's working very nicely.
I'll have a little more to say about this probably on Friday, but just wanted you to breathe deeply, keep doing what you're doing, not be alarmed. Little things happen in life, some good, like getting moved to England, some surprising. We'll survive. Now on to happier times and happier announcements. This is the last of the series of National Merit recognitions that I get to announce to you, and the list is so long I had to bring it and read it. These are the National Merit commended students out of the little over 1.5 million then juniors, now seniors who took the PSAT last October. This is the top 5%, roughly, of that entire group. And as usual, York School very well represented, as we were with the semifinalists and the National Hispanic Recognition Program we've already announced. So hold your applause, and then I'd like to ask the 12 of you to meet Mr. Holtzclaw out back for a wide-angle photograph. Get you all in. So join me in just a moment in congratulating Chris Calciano, Shirley Chen, Evan Coleman, Ryan Galloway, Devin Hubert, Johnny Lim, Myra Melendez, Nick Newman, Josh Pompan, Katie Osik, Ben Scott, and Nick Tiffany. Congratulations, National.
I'd like to remind you to turn in your permission slips, seniors, and 8th graders, for the field trip on Friday to the Authors and Ideas Festival. And all of you who are returning students in the 10th through 12th grade, if you have anything lingering left from last year's service learning, take care of that today. Thank you. Or 10th and 11th graders by Friday at midnight.
We return during lunch break.
We will return just before the end of lunch. So bring lunch with you in the van, and you can eat it on the way back to York School.
Last year, just after graduation, Mrs. Sherry and I took a group of 18 students to Ashland, Oregon to spend some time at the Oregon Shakespeare Festival. And we had such a good time that we've decided to do it again this year, again immediately after graduation. All we're looking for right now is if you would let us know if yes, you'd love to go, or yes, you're interested in learning more, so we can get an idea of numbers. We saw 4 plays, 2 Shakespeare, 2 contemporary. We went to a workshop. We had a conference with one of the actors. We stayed at a great hotel. We had good food. We had good conversations, and it was so much fun. It cost about $600. We hope to keep it the same this year. So come see us and let us know if you're interested in going. We'd love to have you.
Thanks. The last time I stood up here, I asked for some help with some book donations. Since then, we've gotten 2 bags of books. So I'm going to make an extra special plea for you guys to help me out. And I'm talking to the faculty, I'm talking to the parents and the students. Your donations are the donations that make the book sale successful. We have other sources, but by far the books we get from in the community are good because you're interesting people and you're generous. So if you could bring in books, set them at the bottom of the stairs in the library this week especially, so we don't kind of freak out in that last week after break, it would really put us at ease. The book sale is a great event, and it brings in a lot of money for the library fund, for the JSA, and student aid. So think of it as a swap, really. You guys bring in your old books, you clean out your house, and then you make a small donation to get new books and bring them back home. It's a great thing. Books are wonderful. We need your help. Mary Joplin, if I could talk to you right after this, out in front. Thanks.
Surprises. I believe that in any moment, one's life can be changed forever. It has happened to me countless times, and I'm sure it will continue to happen. Nowadays, many people know me as that flute player. This was not always so. One sunny day in the middle of 7th grade, life surprised me. I've been taking jazz since the beginning of the year, and I was thoroughly enjoying it, except that the flute is not a very common jazz instrument, and I felt out of place playing piano part. Anyways, this was a day like any other in jazz class, except that the teacher was away, and the 8th graders were running the class. A very scary thought. We were playing a song you might know called Jammin' with Charlie, and someone decided that we should have open solos, so they went down the line and asked each person they wanted to solo. Now, I was seriously conflicted. I never soloed. I always admired the skill of the older students in soloing, and would have loved to have been able to solo as well as they did. On the other hand, I was just a flute player, condemned to whole notes and bass lines. As the soloing moved into my row, I realized that I had an impending decision to make, and I hate decisions. Part of me wanted to play. But part of me thought it would just be easier to pass and let life go on unchanged. My desire to try improvisation won out! And when my turn came, I took a deep breath and jumped right in. For those of you who have never soloed, it is a truly ineffable experience. And my first solo was no exception. It wasn't very impressive. It wasn't Charlie Parker or Dizzy Gillespie, but to me it didn't matter. I was playing with no plan, no music, and no worries. My mind went blank, but somehow my fingers knew what to do. Before I knew it, I was done. Since then, I've never stopped sewing, and I hope I never will. My life changed that day. I didn't see it coming. I didn't wake up that morning and say, "Today, my life will change." It just happened. And I believe it can happen at any time. The key is to be open to these events so that we can take advantage of them when they occur. And that's how I try to live my life, every minute of the day. So life, if you have any surprises for me today, bring them on!
We'll be extending the wilderness deadline for the flyers until tomorrow. So if you'd like to still come, you can get a flyer out at the flagpole after break.
We definitely need them. If you want to come on the trip, you definitely need to turn it in by noon tomorrow. So meet us at the flagpole. You can also give us a form and just make sure to get those signed with your check and turned in. Thank you.
So there will be a Fierce and Allies meeting tomorrow during lunch, and it's going to be in room 4, and we'll start at the beginning of lunch, and we're just going to be talking about fall fair. Yeah, important. So MUN, people who are going to the Lyceum one day must come to the meeting tomorrow, and everyone who's going has to bring $10 by Friday to either me or Umar. And also, yesterday, girls tennis had a game against Oakwood, and everyone won 6-0, 6-0, except one person won 6-2, 6-1. And we have another game today against Salinas High School's JV. The people who are playing get out of your classes by 2:30, meet at the nets by 2:35, and people who are not playing don't have to go. And also, people who weren't at the game yesterday, you guys didn't get your uniforms, so meet me here and I'll give you your uniforms after break. Thank you.
Okay, so tomorrow there's a cross-country meet. We're going to Wilder, get out of class, last period, second period, 2 o'clock. Okay.
Hi guys, my name is Maddie, this is Sarah and Megan, and we want to let you know that next week, on Wednesday, we're going to be cleaning out the lost and found, so we want you guys to collect all your stuff by then. And also on a different note, on the fall fair, we would like to accept any donations like for clothing or items like that, just so you can dress up and have fun. Okay,
More
thank you.
money too, so.
Thank you.